What's up, guys? It is time for our second vlog. I know I said I would probably do one a week, and I wanted to go and get another one in here. Also want to apologize for the last one I watched. It was pretty lame and pretty boring. No reason to sugarcoat that. Wanted to get a little more action involved today. Want to start introducing you to a few of my friends and see what you guys think about that. So we will keep these a little more action-packed, a little less boring unless it's just an update or something like that, and try and keep everyone involved. Going to introduce you guys to a friend of mine today named Java. Java is my black and white tegu, and we went with a Star Wars theme. I'll talk about this a little bit later in the video, but we're planning on doing a lot of educational things, doing things with schools, churches, groups like that, and taking in reptiles, and just getting kids over the fear, teaching kids that they are not monsters, that they are awesome pets, incredible creatures that God has created. And so Star Wars names are less threatening, they're more fun, they're easy for kids to remember, and it'll help them to build that bond instantly, which is why we decided to go that route. Not quite as cheesy as going SpongeBob names or Mickey Mouse, still some fun. Appeal to the grown-ups, appeal to me being a nerd, and hopefully appeal to the kids as well. So that is what that is about. We will get going. Alright guys, part of having a reptile channel, obviously I need to have some reptiles, so I'm going to show you some of my buddies today and talk about my future plans and what's going to happen. This is Java. He is my Argentine black and white tegu. He is probably 8 to 10 months old, a little bit over 2 feet, and he is beautiful, he's good, he's well behaved, and just a great part of the collection. Went through kind of a long process trying to figure out whether I should get a tegu or another Savannah monitor. I had one that was about 3 feet long and lost him a few years ago, and so decided to go with a tegu. A little bit different diets, a little bit different life, but definitely great animals, worth the purchase, worth the work. See if I can get him to eat for you guys real quick, if he'll come back. Java, come here. Come here, buddy. Java, come here. Not the most obedient. He does know his name. I don't know if he knows commands yet, but we're working on it. Do a hard-boiled egg for him this morning. Yeah, there he goes. One of the reasons we went with Java for the name is our goal is to get into some educational stuff as well. And so he's a beautiful lizard now, but once he gets another 2 feet on him and 10 or 15 pounds, he's going to be pretty cool for kids to see. So we want to do him. We're probably going to add a black throat monitor to the mix. Definitely some larger Burmese pythons, maybe reticulated python. I would like to eventually get into doing a gaboon viper. That'll probably be the only venomous one that I have. But try and get into education, show kids that reptiles are not as big and bad, as scary as everybody says that they are, and try and raise awareness, get kids to respect them and to fall in love at an early age, just like I did. So we're going to be keeping with the Star Wars theme for most of ours that we use for educational purposes. And if you guys have any suggestions on names or animals we should add to the collection, feel free to let me know, and we will see what we can do for you. You want another one, buddy? There you go. We started with him when he was a baby, clicker training with a dog clicker to try to get his feeding response trained, and it worked fairly well. And then for some reason he grew out of wanting to eat in the bathtub, so we feed him in his cage. I know a lot of people are against that, but didn't have much of a choice. I wasn't going to let my buddy starve. You want more, buddy? When I had my Savannah monitor, I used to always shell them, and I started reading stuff and everybody told me to leave the shells on. So if anybody's wondering about that, it's just straight calcium for them. It's kind of hard to put calcium powder on an egg, so they are hard boiled just to make it less messy in his cage, keep him from getting juices in there that are going to rot and go bad later, and leave the shell on just because it is straight calcium for him. So he is happy, healthy, and loves his buddy Charlie, which is one of our Great Pyrenees. Kind of an interesting friendship. This is Job's best friend. His name is Charlie. He is a beast of a Great Pyrenees, and he's coming in here to check on his buddy and see what he is up to. So that is great friendship there. The message today, I want to talk about something really cool, really incredible. I'm going to talk about me. So what can I say? I'm pretty amazing. I used to not be, I used to kind of do my own thing. I was just totally lost and totally on my own. And I don't really know why. I just kind of chose to lead that life and chose to go my own route and turn my back on God. And now that I'm where I am and I have a great relationship and a great walk, I thank God continually that that's where I came from and where I used to be. Because I know that feeling, I know that desperation, I know that feeling that there's just something missing in my life. And I don't ever want to go back to that. It also kind of puts me on a different level of talking to other people that may not be believers. People have grown up in the church all their life, and their parents did, and their parents did. You sometimes kind of have to question whether there's an actual desire there for a true relationship, or if it's just habit, or what it is. And you talk to people that have grown up not in the church and have made a choice later on to come to Christ and to start living a different life. And it seems like there is just a different passion, a different desire. And so one of the things that I always hear from people is that Christians are hypocritical and they don't do what they say, don't practice what they preach. And so I'm going to speak to that today. And as far as the accusation that Christians are hypocritical, we are. Scripture flat out says we are called to live our lives like somebody who is absolutely perfect, who did not sin, who did not fall or fail. And then it turns around and says we're going to fall and fail daily no matter what we do and how hard we try. And so what separates us, though, is those of us that are truly living our lives the way we're supposed to. Those times that we stumble and we fall, we don't let it end there. We fight the good fight. We try as hard as we can to follow Jesus and to stay on the straight and narrow and to do the things that we are called to do. And there are some people that say that they are Christians that still live the same life that they used to before, and they are just not fully changed and not fully submitted to Christ. And you know what? Everybody has to kind of go through their own transformation process. Everybody talks about being born again, and they talk about how it is, this great instant thing. And the truth is that it's not. Being born again and being transformed is a daily walk, a daily struggle, a daily journey, it's a daily battle to choose between right and wrong. And there's a lot of people that aren't willing to fight that fight. And so they have the title of Christian, they go to church on Sunday, and they're still there hungover from the night before, and that's their life, that's what they live. And so for others of us, it's not the same way. And I used to be that person. I remember driving to church plenty of times, not being able to stay between the lines. And I'm not that person anymore. I am constantly being changed, constantly being transformed, and I thank God for that. And I pray that as you guys draw nearer, draw closer, that you will be transformed and changed, and you will be just overcome and overwhelmed with the love and the grace and the peace and the forgiveness that is provided through Jesus. May you be blessed so that you can be a blessing to everyone around you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. We need the publicity, we need the love, we need the prayer, we need the support. We need it all right now because we are just starting up and have absolutely nothing. So thank you in advance. God bless you guys. We love you guys.